Hello everyone and welcome to my channel Optionstradertoday. So today in this video I'll explain you how the price of natural gas has moved in the last week and how the price of natural gas can move in the next week. See, if you look at the chart of natural gas, what we have seen, natural gas is trading at a level of 3.7520. Okay, and if you look at this particular trend, there is a probability, see there is a clear U pattern is forming. Okay, and I have clearly explained you that if the price sustain above a level of 3.65, we can see an upside. But if the price started falling below this level, chances of going further low we can see towards 3.2 will be there. And if started going below this level, a further fall we can see towards $3. Okay, and from 3.6 we can see a bounce back can come. Okay, but if started going below this level, we can see a level of 3.2. From there also a bounce back can come. But if this bounce back didn't come from both these levels, we can see first, if it didn't bounce back come from this level, we can see a level of 3.2, and if that didn't bounce back, then we can see a further fall towards $3, and then it will move in this particular level. Okay, looking at this particular chart, chances are high because we can see that there is a higher chance of further upside. Okay, if this level sustain, we can see this red candle can turn into a green candle and the price will started going up towards a level of 3.8, and a further upside we can see towards $4. And I've already explained you that as soon as the price started going over $4, we can see it can move further upside towards a level of 4.5, and from there it will cross a level of $4.9. Okay, so before I move ahead and explain you where the price of natural gas can go in the next 2 days, in the next week, if you have any doubts, you can mail me at stockmarkettradinglive@gmail.com, and one more mail ID in the description. And please watch the full video so you understand how this technical work, and a telegram link also given in the description. You can join that too. Okay, see, the price of natural gas depends on a lot of factors. Okay, one of the factor is dollar index, other factors when the interest rate, Fed interest is come goes, and there are a lot of other factor, import and export differences. Okay, so let's see how the dollar index is moving. Okay, see, when dollar index move upside, we see the natural gas price comes down. Mostly when the dollar index started going down, we see the natural gas price goes up. But what happens, sometimes they both moves in same direction. Okay, so otherwise also, whenever you start your trade, put your SL, so capital will be safe, and once you in profit, try to trail your SL, so your profit will be safe. These two things you have to do if you have to sustain in the longer period or make profit in the market. Now let's see how the dollar index is moving. Sitting at a level of 100.65 $2, $6 to $5. And if you look at this particular trend, we have seen 3 green candles are forming. That means it is trying to go higher and trying to go upside from 3 weeks. If it sustain this level, probability of going towards 101.2 we can see, and from there it will cross a level of 102. Suppose if the price sustain above that particular level, chance of touching 103.5 we can see, and if that sustain, a further upside towards 104.7, and then further high will be there. But suppose if the price didn't sustain, it can come down towards $100.2, and if that didn't sustain, a further fall we can see towards $199. Okay, this 99 is already being tested, so chances are high the price can move towards 98, and if the price started going below that particular level, chance of going towards 97 we can see, and from there a further fall we can see towards a level of around $96. Okay, you have to, the price started going below this particular level, chance of going towards 100.2, and from there a further fall towards 99, which is already weak support, so we can see the price will fall further towards 97.8, and if that didn't sustain, a further fall we can see towards 96.5, and then to a level of around 94.7, and then further low. Remember one thing, when the dollar index started going upside, we see the natural gas price come down, and when dollar index started going down, we see the natural gas price goes up. See, you have to understand one thing, the prices are very see, if it started forming a red candle, then only we can see there will be a downside, but now it is trying to go higher. Coming back on the natural gas price, see what we have seen, there is a sharp rise in the price of natural gas last week, and if that sustain, we can see there can be a further rise. Okay, because there is a probability that we can see this pattern is supporting this trend, so chances can be high. And the first, this pattern is supporting this trend. Second thing is that it is above 3.65. So if it keeps sustaining above 3.65 and this pattern supporting, we can see there is a higher chance that it can go further upside towards next level of $3.861. And if the price moving up this level, probability of going towards $4 we can see. Suppose the price sustaining above $4, we can see the price can move further upside towards 4.2, and if that sustain a further high, we can see towards a level of 4.5. Okay, and if that sustain, we can see the price will go further upside, and yes, after that it can move towards a level of $4.9. So you have to keep that in mind, that as soon as the price started going up this level, probability of going towards 3.9 to a level of $4, and if that sustain a further upside towards 4.2, which is already weak, so we can see a further high towards 4.5 and then further upside. But remember, market is uncertain. You also have to understand that suppose if the price didn't sustain, we can see it can come towards 3.6. Okay, and from there, if the bounce back didn't come, we can see it will fall further down towards 3.5, and if the price falling below that particular level, chance of touching 3.4 will be there. Okay, and if that didn't fall, that means suppose if the price started going below that level, we can see a level of 3.2. Suppose if the price started falling below 3.2, we can see it can touch a level of around $3, and chances of crossing this particular level we can see, and from there it will go towards $2.9 and then to a level of 2.79. Okay, and then a further low will be there because it will move in this particular zone, so chances are high it will go further low. Any doubt regarding this, you can mail me or given the mail ID is also in the description. So hope you like the video, and if you like the video, please go thumbs up, and if you're new to my channel, subscribe it. Thank you.